They can't sneak off and go online and do some sex.
No, and my own personal opinion, and people can do, have their own opinions, is we should all be able to use the same computer.
Okay, there you go. We got a couple of calls still, so let's pick one up here. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Thank you for waiting.
Thank you for taking the call. I just want to say how much I appreciate your show and being able to have the district attorney on to ask questions. I've got a question regarding the constitutionality of forcing healthcare workers to take this vaccine.
Oh,
I just want to read one quick statement by Daines. It's only a sentence long.
Daines. Now, who's Daines?
Daines is the medical health commissioner for New York
Richard
State.
Daines. He's the one who's trying to close the Westfield Hospital.
Right, and he's also the guy behind forcing these healthcare workers.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and many healthcare workers in Chautauqua County I've spoken to are not going to take it, and according to this mandate coming down from the state, they're going to lose their jobs, and then we're going to be out without really competent healthcare workers, and it's just a part of this whole effort. But here's the statement very quickly. Given the outstanding efficacy and safety record of approved influenza vaccines, our concern as healthcare workers should be in the interest of our patients, not our own sensibilities about mandates. Now, there's really a lot of questions about the safety of this, and the safety and efficacy is only a statement coming from the manufacturers, who are not sued if anything goes wrong with anybody.
And who want to sell tons of the stuff.
Right. I mean,
and incidentally, one of the guys who has a large interest in the drug companies that produce the flu vaccine?
Yeah.
Rumsfeld.
Right. Actually,
he comes up again. He pops
Once
up again.
Yeah. Gilead.
He's making a lot of money on all sorts of things.
Yeah, he's making money here, hand over fist.
Yeah, and the question I have is, would District Attorney Foley speak to the constitutionality, because this is getting very close, forcing our healthcare workers to take this really unsafe vaccine. Could you speak to that question?
Well, I mean, I think I could, and I mean, to the degree that I understand it, of course, you are always, I think, under the Constitution of the United States and New York State, are always trying to strike a balance between civil liberties and what would be considered what is in the best interest of a municipality, in this case, New York State, and protecting the health, safety, and welfare of the individuals within the state. And you have a state hospital system that is overseen by the New York State Department of Health, and in my opinion, they have the right to pass reasonable regulations that would protect its workers and ultimately protect the public that were coming into the hospital. Now, whether or not the risk of what this vaccine may do to people outweighs this protocol would ultimately have to be decided by a court. But that's basically what you're dealing with, is you would have to take a look at the real risks this vaccine presents to individuals and weigh it against the need to protect not only the workers but the public.
Okay, well, I wanted to interject a thought there too. There are ways around that, I might add, that the nurses are already quite aware of. If you have any breathing problems in the past or currently, you can bow out. You don't have to take the vaccine. And there are other little medical reasons for not taking it. So most of them drum up a reason or the other if they don't want to take it.
Right.
Most of them take it. So it's almost a voluntary matter today, even though we do not like the fact that this is a new direction now where the state is more and more imposing things upon us, medical matters, which is up to us and our doctor. Thank you, caller. You okay?
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay, great. CSI, we were talking about television effect on law.
Yes.
Now, everybody watches, they've got 15 different CSI, one in Miami, one in Canada, one in Reno, they're all over, they're popping up right and left. And half the program is somebody fiddling with a little machine, which probably doesn't even exist in reality, and pouring things into tubes and stuff. They manage to fill up the whole program with this stuff, and there are 3 or 4 spoken parts, and that's the end of it. And then somebody gets killed always. This is alerting people to what to look out for when they kill someone, or whenever they commit a crime. Don't wear gloves, don't leave your DNA around, don't smoke a cigarette and leave it, because they can pick up your DNA from that. Don't do this, don't do that. If you use a gun, make sure you mess the gun up with a file. All these little things. Mm-hmm. It sounds like they're telling America how to get away with it.
Well, I mean, I think that if people who are going to commit crime are paying attention to these television programs, they certainly will receive some information as to how to cover their tracks. You know, the CSI effect, as we call it in the legal profession, is somewhat of a double-edged sword. Of course, it's wonderful, and by the way, I want to mention we have a wonderful forensic investigation team in Chautauqua County.
Do we have a lab here in the county, or do we
We
use
do
the
not.
state?
We send it either to the state or to Erie County.
Okay, Erie County
Erie
has
County
one.
has a lab, and we'll send all this information.
How long does it take you to get DNA? You know, they say you can on these programs. They do it in about 3 seconds, and it does take longer than that. But it could take a lot longer.
It takes a minimum of about 2 or 3 months for us to get an answer back.
That is a long, long time.
But really what it is you get in line.
Yeah.
And here's the reason, and it's really created, it's wonderful when you have it and you're able to produce it, but in my opinion, of course, my job is to prosecute crime in the county.
Yeah.
And to prove cases beyond a reasonable doubt. But what we also have found is that juries and people, because of these programs, have an expectation that you're going to produce DNA. That they look at it, whereas an old-fashioned case, if the person admits it or there's eyewitnesses or something like that, that oftentimes now we feel isn't necessarily good enough for juries. They're going to say, well, where's the DNA?
They want somebody in a white coat to come out, trot out, and show them DNA and fingerprints and all kinds of funny things.
Right.
Huh?
So oftentimes, even if we have a very solid case without it, but we have it, we are still bringing it in because people, I think, have an expectation that they're going to see it. And it really makes it difficult when you don't.
Right, okay.
Right?
Time is up. They told us we're out of here. Let's run this off the air.
Went fast.
30 seconds. I know, I got a lot. I have the list of things I want to talk about, but you're on. Take it easy. You got 30 seconds to close up.
Well, I will say certainly do appreciate being on the program this morning. I look forward to serving the residents of Chautauqua County for another 4 years as their district attorney. Certainly have enjoyed the job, and I thank everyone. And if you have any questions or any concerns or any problems with what we're doing in the office, I encourage anyone to call 753-4241.
Okay, thanks for that. Dave Foley, our district chair. I hope you are elected, and we'll have you on for another 4 years.
All I have to do is show up and vote, and I win. So. Thank you.
DA Dave Foley giving us his time again Saturday morning. I want to thank all those wonderful, wonderful people out there who called in. I got 2 more calls. Sorry, we'll have to take them next time. I want to say thank you to Chuck Kelsey, to Devin Taylor, Chris Burt, Chris Ramaker, Mort Fletcher, Randy Burt, Roy Harvey, Jeff Zook, and Don, not last but not least the best, Don Zins, who's working for us and helping us out here. He's one of our students in the area. Chris Burt used to be. Get out there, have a great time, commit no crimes, and may you have a wonderful time. May all that is proud and true and noble abide with you. I'm Reed Powers.